Hey, everybody, welcome to the one and only Friday Night Audit, the only show in hospitality that puts your entertainment above my physical and mental health. I'm Glenn Hausman. That's Craig Sullivan. We got Dr. Producer Suzanne over here and special guest Ryan Labbe, owner of Rosina and many more places here in Vegas, which become evident very soon. How you guys doing today?
Great. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. Craig seems frozen on our. There he is. Ryan, how are you, man?
Good, man. Thanks for having me. Nice meeting everybody, and look forward to having some fun.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. So we'll just jump right into it. It's so great to see you. Thanks for having it. We're sitting here in Rosina, a cool cocktail lounge right off the gaming floor at El Palazzo's. I got slot machines all over there and that kind of stuff. So it's really fun to be here. And Ryan, this is my 20th day on this business trip, so you're going to get the very worst of me today. So I'm phoning it in. So
Really sorry.
Make the best of it.
yeah.
I don't know, Glenn. You might be a hologram at this point.
Well, I definitely feel hollow after being in Vegas for 2 weeks.
20 days is a long time.
I know.
Take a beating.
I did pop home last weekend though. One of my kids graduated college,
Oh,
so
congratulations.
I had a great experience because I left a suitcase here and I just hopped a flight, went to Pennsylvania, knocked out the graduation, had a great time doing that, and then hopped back on another flight, grabbed my bag, and checked into my next hotel.
Traveling with nothing is the best feeling in the world.
It was so weird doing that. Are you able to do that?
Yeah, I mean, we were in San Diego for quite some time. We had some spaces there as well back
Yeah.
in the day.
Mhm.
And, I would fly in at 7 in.the morning for meetings and fly out at 9 o'clock at night.
Oh, wow.
Just
Yeah.
maybe a backpack.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Maybe a backpack.
Yeah, I was like backpack guy. How long is that flight? I flew in from LA to here. It was 38 minutes.
Oh, from LA to here. Oh, yeah. That's easy.
Yeah, how long is the San Diego?
Oh, like 45.
Yeah.
Depending on fog. Fog's a big thing in San Diego.
That's-
They delay you for the days.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So if you fly in the morning in San Diego, the chances of your flight being delayed for fog is probably
Mhm.
60% or higher, I would say.
Right.
You live, one of you are based in San Diego?
No, he lives. Craig lives in Balboa Island in Orange County.
Okay, cool. So,
Yeah. But he's done a lot of shit in his life, and he helped develop the Hard Rock in San Diego.
Oh, man, great property.
Yeah.
So
That was a lot of fun. That was a great deal to work on.
Yeah.
Now, a buddy of mine, his company's now managing it, and it's down there a couple 3 weeks ago because he put on a comedy night in the lobby bar. So that was a lot of fun as well. San Diego and the Gas Lamp are a lot of fun. It's
Still one of my favorite Nobus.
yeah. Nobu's great. Yeah. That was an interesting development because we had to keep the facade from the old spaghetti factory because it had historical value. And then because of the digging with the underground parking, we had to have pumps in there to clean the water before it went back out into the bay.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, you got to do what you got to do, though.
Yeah. So, Ryan, what came first, the bars or the tattoos?
Tattoos.
Yeah.
I started getting tattoos the minute I was 18 years old.
Really?
Some of them I was proud of, and some of them are now covered up.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Ah,
And they're still coming. They're still coming.
All right. So, what is your favorite one?
Man, I'll be honest with you, my leg.
Yeah.
I went and got engaged last year in November. Or the year
Congratulations.
previous to that,
Yeah.
November. And we went to Sydney, and then our last stop was Bali. And Bali has amazing artists. So I spent 3 days getting my right leg tattooed from the Bali artist.
Wow.
And the work they do is insane.
That's pretty incredible. So,
Yeah.
what was the
hand, or did they use an ink machine?
Regular gun. I'm not going to sit there with the whole tap thing.
Yeah.
That's not for me. No.
Yeah.
A regular gun. But it was like 9 hours each day. My girlfriend, which became my newly fiance while I was there, she went and taught a lot of Bali by herself.
right?
Which I'm not like a sightseeing guy,
Right.
While I got tattooed for like 9 hours a day.
Wow, that's crazy. Well, at least you came up with a really good souvenir.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, what was the biggest regret one that you had?
Man, when I was 18,
Yeah.
I got I'm a Gemini, so I had the Gemini symbol done here
Mhm.
in like rock kind of look, and then wings that went over my shoulder. So those got covered up, fairly quickly as well.
Yeah.
But let's just leave it there.
Yeah, I hear you. All right, so we're here at Rosina, so maybe we should get a cocktail going, and
What do you
then
like?
we'll talk a little bit about, your history, stuff like that. I don't know, you pick that because you are.
What's your flavor profile? We
I
have
like-
everything here.
I like
You like it
Good
simple?
news. I like everything.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
No, that's not true. He doesn't like everything.
Well, we're not talking about how I feel about you two. We're talking about
Oh, wow.
cocktails.
That's touchy.
You know, he's good with tequila, Ryan.
Okay, so let's do the Guinness cocktail because that's my favorite.
Yep,
Right. It's a
sounds
little bit
good
of
to
a
me.
dessert.
Yeah.
And then we'll do a tequila forward cocktail that we have on the menu as well.
Beautiful.
I'll have them,
Let's do it.
get
And I got the menu right here in front of me to make all of you folks
Sneaky.
out there jealous that you're not with us right now.
Right.
So,
Hey,
so
I'm rocking my water today. So
yeah.
So hydrate.
All right. So after you got that first tattoo at 18, how did you fall into the business of bars and restaurants?
You know, I started as a bar back,
Yeah.
right, at a place in Providence, Rhode Island called Fish Company. Right, it was like
Mhm.
like the place to be. And
It
then
was. I went to Johnson and Wales and lived in Rhode Island.
so you're gonna appreciate a lot of the story then because the place I went after that was Ultra the nightclub, which was Metropolis, probably back in the day, on Pine Street, which is now the building is actually owned by Johnson and Wales, and they're making it like a dormitory or something.
No way.
Supposedly, I don't know. They're always redeveloping.
Yeah, they're always rebuilding and
Yeah. Well, that's all right. I don't expect you to be up on Johnson and Wales.
No. Johnson and Wales and Brown take over the whole city of Providence.
Yeah.
But yeah, I started off as a bar back there and worked there to a bartender, and then kind of hopped around and ended at a venue called Ultra as a general manager and a small partner in a little bar down the way, which is neither here nor there. And then I was coming to Vegas 2-3 times a month. We were managing some talent out here, and I just every time I came here, I felt like I was leaving my home.
Right.
So I just said screw it, and I packed my bags and I moved.
That's pretty. That's pretty amazing. And not the first story we've heard about that. If you recall, when I interviewed Bill Hornbuckle, the CEO of MGM Resorts, him and his buddy hopped into a car in Connecticut and drove all the way to Nevada, and he wound up getting himself a job at the Jockey Club.
Look where he is now.
Yeah. It's funny because his offices are in Bellagio, and the first question that I asked him is like, "How cool is it that you're now literally in buildings surrounding the Jockey Club and you're operating those?" I mean,
Pretty impressive.
yeah, it's pretty impressive. But so is what you did,
I appreciate
right? That's pretty amazing stuff. You got to be pretty driven in order to do that. So you come here to Las Vegas because it felt like home. What made it really feel like home to you?
Listen, I like access.
Yeah.
Right. And Providence, Rhode Island, and Boston, and those areas, they're amazing. Don't get me wrong.
No, well, once the Providence TV show happened, that changed the entire
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
The world was focused on Rhode Island after.
But things closed during the week at 9 o'clock. You know what I mean? And there's like,
Well, maybe not that Dunkin' Donuts at the bottom of the Hilton by the highway. That one. I
yeah,
think
but nobody
stays-
wants to go
No.
you're not walking over that way.
there. No. And I love back home. You know what I mean? But I just felt like there was more opportunity here.
Right.
And so I was
So what year was this?
15 years ago. So if I was math. What is that?
2011. Holy
Yeah.
shit! That's not a long time ago, but
It's
feels
a
like
long, it's a long time.
it is a long
Yeah.
time. I'm trying to think of when you got here in that year. What was the newest thing that was going on?
I mean, I don't know. Newest thing for me.
I'm trying
I mean,
to remember that
Pure
period
was
of
still
time.
open.
Hmm?
Pure was still open.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Excess was still the club. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like
so
Marquee
excess was
open,
at when
Yep.
Pure was over at Caesar,
which is
right?
now Omnia.
Which is now Omnia, right? I remember when they shut that down and
And
redid
things
all
just happened so quickly, right?
Yeah.
But like the club was excess, right? And Marquee, they were the
Yeah.
top tier venues at that time, from my experience.
Mhm.
But and then things just moved quickly. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like people moved, venues grew,
Right.
and it was great to see that because
So
it created opportunity.
Were you in town like when Light Group and those kind of
That
organizations still
was
existed?
those are my mentors.
Okay. Oh, really?
Yeah, so I
Wow.
got here and I was fortunate enough to work with Andy and Andrew
Yeah.
when they had like group.
Oh, let me ask you to hold on one second.
Yeah.
I think we need to fill in
Backstory.
people who don't know what we're
Yeah.
talking about here. Around this period of time was kind of where you saw a big shift from, I think the first set of the real mega clubs and stuff like that started at the Palms. We're talking about like the Hard Rock rehab
Oh, yeah.
parties and that sort of stuff. Then all the major resorts said, oh, this seems like a good idea. And that's where you saw like Pure and companies like Light Group come in to operate these things. Then they eventually all wind up consolidating a part of Hakkasan now. But back to
Yes.
you and
Yeah.
that
I mean,
time period.
I moved here and started consulting for like group with a company out of Canada.
Yeah.
And me and Andy Massey, who was
Mhm.
partners with Andrew Hassan, they owned Lake Group.
Yeah.
We started working with them, and then that guy left, and I stayed. And then I just worked with them all the way until they got purchased by Hakkasan.
Wow.
And then when that happened, kind of things went all over the place in the city. You know, everybody's consolidating, and we consulted with the Win for a period of time under Sean Christie and Jesse Waits, which are like, you know, the guys that work with Alex Cordova. Because he had hockey.
Yeah, these are all big time names. Craig and I actually checked one of our old Friday night odds we did with Sean over at Flanker. That was a really good. Yeah, it was right after he opened it.
Yeah. So super fortunate to work with all those guys and learn a lot.
They're all of these people that you're talking about. They're all real top notch pros, and you know, you can't be a slacker in this city. And all of these guys are driven. And listen, I'm looking on the outside, but I feel like you all pushed each other.
Oh yeah. Listen, I learned a lot from these guys.
Yeah.
Like a lot. And I still do. You know, I'm in touch with a lot of them, if not all of them still. And everybody's doing their things. You know, Alex owns a company that owns the largest nightclubs in Indonesia.
Wow.
You know, he's murdering it over there.
Who'd think?
It's crazy. Yeah. And Andy grew Click Hospitality from 2 venues, because the first venue we did together was at Cosmopolitan Click. So I think he has 30 venues now by coast. Wow. You know, and you know, what these guys do is they just don't stop.
It's phenomenal what you guys do. And, you know, I go back to the 9 group and the 9 Steakhouse and everything over at the Palms and what they did. But you guys always stay in touch with one another. That's one thing that I like about your particular field of hospitality. You know, it's a very tight-knit group. I mean, your competitors, but you guys seem to be able to put that aside and sit down and have a cigar and a meal, or the other way around, and help one another. So,
well, listen, you all gotta work together.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's just how it works. And there's a respect level there. And every one of those guys, maybe not every one of them, the majority of them, all work together at some point. You know what I mean? So.
Well, it's like that. It's like that in the mainstream hospitality business we're in. Like if you're on the franchising side, you work for every single company.
Yeah.
You know, it just is what it is. Oh, we got some drinks coming over here, so we'll get back to Ryan's life story in just a minute. But cocktails always
first.
Stories. I would have totally forgotten about that. Good job.
You don't forget about things.
Yeah, look at this. First of all, look how beautiful this is. It's got a cookie.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Look at that. A cookie and everything.
That's why I get it. Yeah.
I love the mug. What's this drink, Ryan?
Drink.
To be honest with you, what do we call this? What? Did you hear them?
It's something really good, it sounded like.
Butter and brew.
Butter and brew.
It has Guinness in it, and it's like a milkshake. And I'm a fat kid, so here we are.
Wow, that looks great.
Yeah, but the problem is, I have a feeling he's going to the gym after this. I'm taking a nap, so there's going to be a problem.
Right, it's early for you guys.
Yeah. This is really freaking good, man. Yeah. Sorry, I'm not commenting on it. I'm enjoying it too much in order to do that. I'm also sitting here wondering why, Craig, you're not having a cocktail.
I am.
Where's your crunch?
I wrote it up.
You were just over.
Yeah.
Man, we
used to drink hard alcohol all the time when we first started the show, but we got too pumped up.
Just get blacked out.
Listen,
today is Friday.
Yeah, I know. That was our attitude then, and then I'd be done at 6 o'clock because I was on East Coast doing this, and then I would not be able to function.
So Ryan, looking at your club, it looks beautiful. I love
this. This is not. I would say it's a cocktail lounge right off the casino floor.
No clubs here for this guy.
I love your cocktail lounge. I like that you've got your bartender in a white shirt and a red vest, and the back of the bar looks amazing. What was some of the things that you had to go through with the design and the look and the feel to get to where you are with this particular establishment?
So sadly, I'd love to take responsibility for the design of this space, but we acquired this space about 3 years ago from the Venetian Palazzo. We are, however.
Oh, interesting. So they owned it and operated it, and they give you the opportunity to take it over.
So we took it over as a partnership.
Interesting. Was that around the time you redesigned that over there?
So I just redid that.
Okay.
So that is ours as well.
So it used to be. I remember. I'm getting a little confused on the time frame. That used to be. There's a casino bar over there, but it used to be open, right? And then it was enclosed and redone at some point.
It's always been that.
Yeah.
But we have just redone the entire inside.
Looks really
great. Changed the screen out.
Yeah.
It's a much different venue, right? And that is more of the high. I'm sorry.
Glenn gets confused easily, so you can easily set him straight.
Yeah.
It's okay. But yeah. Anyway, back to
So you
the
got
venue.
this 3 years ago.
We got this about 3 years ago. We're in the process right now of redesigning all the furniture and the drapery and freshening up a little bit. But this is a proper cocktail. Right. Like you're from New York.
Well, when I recall when this first opened, you'll definitely correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was right when classic cocktails was really starting to resurgence, and there was much more of a handcrafted cocktail movement forming. This is one of those first places that focused on that. So now you're just carrying on that tradition.
Well, we want to keep that, right?
Yeah.
We changed the menu. The menu here was designed by a gentleman that is highly, known in the community, and he did a great job.
Yep.
But it was just kind of like, if you're going to drink a dirty martini, you're going to walk in and order a dirty martini. It doesn't need to be on the menu, right? So we redesigned the menu a little bit, have fun with some stuff as well, right? And also keep the classics in mind, right? Change the menu from the look to the things that are inside of it. Yeah. And our team is great. People want to go to a real bar, like. They don't want to have to go to a gaming bar. They don't want to have to go to a place where there's big loud TVs in the back. Yeah. This is the space for us that is focused on being a proper New York style cocktail lounge.
Love it.
Now, are you seeing any dip in alcohol sales versus mocktails in what you're feeling out in Vegas?
No. For me, on the Strip, I would say no. Right? Off the Strip, I would say yes.
I will say yes, and to that, I would just shot a video yesterday with a mixologist at an off-strip resort, and she was telling me what they did is they're now creating mocktail versions of every one of their cocktails. Right.
Off the Strip.
Right. Yes, right. Just off the Strip. At the property I mentioned that I was staying at.
Yes.
So and what's pretty cool about that is now you could go either way, and they're able to keep up their profitability, right?
It's a little less expensive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have to change some things in the cocktail. We don't do a tremendous amount of mocktails on the Strip. There is some offerings if need be, but off the Strip we have breakfast location, a couple of Mexican restaurants, and some other stuff.
And I should say off the Strip, it was more geared towards local community as opposed to people who are just staying off the Strip.
Absolutely. People want to be out and they don't want to get all banged up. You know what I mean? They don't want to feel like shit the next day. People are a lot more health conscious now than they have been in a long time.
So I think what you're really saying is, Ryan, you have two different types of approaches because the people here are looking for a different experience than people that are living their everyday life.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right? You can go to a space, like I go to a space off the Strip 3 times a week. I don't drink every time I'm there. When I come to the Strip, now I'm still on the Strip 5 days a week anyways.
Yeah.
I'm more enticed to have a cocktail, right? The atmosphere is different. People around you is different. So, yeah, I would say off the Strip, yes. On the Strip, not really a focus.
Yeah. All right. So you're working at the light group, and all that consolidating started to happen, and you left there. So what was your next step?
So from there, we got to deal with Hakkasan Group, and we consulted with them and helped them open up some of their spaces at Hakkasan. They had multiple rooms. Ling Ling Room needed some attention. That was cool.
Right.
And then at the same time, we worked with Jesse Waits and Sean Christie at Encore Beach Club and Excess, and helped close down Tryst. Because then
Tryst was the original nightclub at Wynn, right? Yeah.
And they wanted to create more notoriety for the space over a 6 or 8 month period,
right?
So that when they closed it, that way they could have a splash and reopen it to what was then true.
Yeah, I mean it's important. No matter how successful a venue is over time, you need to absolutely reinvent it in order to invigorate it and make it fresh and new. So you might as well, if you're going to redesign it, you might as well change the name and start from a new place.
And it's a great space, right? And then during that time period, Andy opened up his company called Click Hospitality. And he reached out and said, "You want to partner on a new venue at the Cosmopolitan?"
Really?
And who's in it? We don't know the economics of it. We just said we want to partner with something.
I mean, you hear partner at Cosmopolitan.
Yeah, you just say yes.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And then you figure out. You know what I mean? But it was great for us. It was a stepping stone. We love Andy to death. The guy sees things 20 feet ahead of other people. And, it was a great opportunity. We learned a tremendous amount. And from there, we opened up a tremendous amount of venues together. I'm using the word tremendous. I'm watching Fox News too much. I apologize. But yeah, we went from there to San Diego to open up the venues in San Diego. We opened up 3 venues at Pendry. We came back here.
So the first Fins and all that.
Absolutely. Yeah. Those guys are great.
I like what the crazy thing about hospitality world is what a small freaking universe it is. Yeah.
It's big, but it's small.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
And then we came back here and opened up the Palms with the Katina family and helped reopen and redesign those venues, which was fun but stressful at the same time, right? We're on an island. The Palms used to be the place before all this other stuff happened.
Yeah.
Then we went back to the.
I would say
puzzle
this stuff is built at a other tower and stuff like that. Yeah,
tough.
but he's gonna stay silent because he's got friends.
Anywho, and
So you redesigned all of this. At what point did you start saying you're gonna do places on the main strip after the Cosmopolitan and do all the deals here, and how that wound up?
you know, I just wanted to do more.
Yeah.
Right. And I wanted to be able to kind of develop my hospitality company, and you know, my partnership was amazing, but I just wanted to kind of do more on my own and see if I had it. You know, and you know, this relationship here has been amazing, right? You know, we've taken now we have pretty cocktails. We went from fulfilling ones to pretty ones. Totally gonna have a stomach ache later, but that's okay. You want to keep that?
No, it's all right. Yeah.
Glenn thrives on stomach aches.
Yeah. All right.
Good thing I brought some probiotic.
So this is the tequila forward one. What's it called? Trip to Wonderland.
So there's acid in it. But
I should have had this before the fish shows last week.
There you go. So Ryan,
now.
besides catering to visitors on the strip, and our mutual friend Moody, you know, is always complaining that there's not enough for the locals. They're two different markets, and how are you feeding both those beasts?
you mean off the strip and on the strip?
Yeah.
Listen, you kind of gotta. The approach is different, but the same. If that makes any sense.
Well, the same would be a world-class customer service and creating a great experience.
That's exactly it. You couldn't have said it better. I literally couldn't have said it better.
He's
It's about
available
consistency.
for hire. You can keep him out there. We don't need.
I don't know.
Like, he just paid for it.
Plus, he takes extended vacations. I hear 20 days in Vegas just isn't gonna work for me.
You know, I think I did do like something like 30-something interviews. Wow.
Okay, so he's not slacking.
No, I am.
I don't know. Ask him how many naps he took in between those interviews.
Seriously, I think I only got in on the entire 19-20 days I've been here. I think I only got in like one half of a nap. It has not been good.
Oh, bullshit. I got to call bullshit on that.
I'm telling you, I had a couple of times where I laid down to try to recover and I couldn't fall asleep. And it was not good.
Yeah, you know, like you said, the consistency of quality and product and customer service is super important.
Yeah.
No matter what dollar point you're spending, you want that experience.
Yeah.
And we try to provide that. The guest is always first. And for me, I'm a guest everywhere I go, so I pay attention to that.
Well, you probably can't help it. I mean,
it ruins every single dinner I go to.
Right.
Right? Unless I go to the right places.
No, I told right. And then you're like, oh, why aren't I doing that? So
that's exactly it. So you get it. And then you're like, I gotta go home. I don't know if that's
no, it's okay. It's all good. Yeah.
No, I mean, I love it that you're doing your own intel and going out and going, you know, we should do this, or we could do a variant of this. And I like it that you're catering to the locals. And, you know, it's something that's been sorely missing from Las Vegas for a long time. And I think, you know, profitability wise, you know, you've got that hitting on all 8 cylinders. You've got your other establishments on the strip hitting on all 8 cylinders. That's the perfect storm for you to cash flow and expand and, you know, bring in more mixologists, more servers, more everything, and really, you know, light the entire town on fire. I love it. I think that's great. Congratulations.
It's also great for the team, right?
Yeah.
Because the team then can have outlets wherever. So if you work off the strip, you know, you
Yeah.
want to go on the street and you get treated like family and vice
Yeah.
versa. So there's value there as well.
Yeah, one of the other things we talk about is as you continue to expand, you give people the opportunity for promotions, new general
This
managers,
guy gets
all that kind of stuff. Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
It's really great. It's really great to see what you're doing.
I think you're-
You know, I could tell right away by the quality of the products that you have. That you have got to have that freakish attention to detail, which is why you're probably a miserable son of a bitch most of the time.
Hey, Ryan,
We'll move on from there, right?
Yeah.
Therapy works wonders. Yeah. You know what I mean?
there you go. Ryan, he gets it, but you don't want him washing your dishes. That's all I'm saying.
Oh man, paper plate guy.
No, I'm not a paper plate. I'm way too snooty for that. But honestly, if I was forced to be a paper plate, I'd want one of those thicker Chinette plates. I don't need any of that flimsy
You want the
stuff.
floppy stuff. You can't have Bobby.
No, I got giant ribs on here.
That's it.
Yeah.
See, he's well rounded.
Yeah. I like cooking barbecue, so you know it's one of my
That's
favorite
why you
things.
just pick.
I was on last year. I was on a pit crew on Memphis and May.
Really?
Yeah, that was really amazing.
And you won too.
No, the ribs came in like ninth or something.
That's because he was on the team. They didn't come in and win.
I was not. I was
I
like the low man in the totem pole. I was blessed enough to be brought
Just
aboard for the
blame up.
experience. Yeah, like
Blame
dude, this is the shittiest job. Go ahead and do it. Like,
Yeah.
yes, sir. It was great. Yeah.
I talked to Wayne about a week ago, and I could have sworn he said you guys won. Now maybe he was just trying to make me jealous because I had mentioned
Yeah.
FNA, but I don't know.
Well, whatever. So,
Take the
So,
W.
Just
man.
take the W. Exactly.
so what's the difference in focus and all of that when you're looking at creating something here on the strip versus something that's fundamentally focused on that locals audience? You got to have two brains, and that's
Well,
got to be
One is cost and price.
Yeah.
Meaning our cost and what you can sell.
Right.
Right. You don't want to gouge customers anyway because people they want perceived value.
no, dude. That's all we talk about is
Super
value,
important.
and I think that a lot of people are getting lost from that, and that makes you not want to come back.
Yeah.
Right.
So off the strip, we could have the same customer come. I'll use my breakfast place for an example.
Yeah.
We could have the same guy come 5 days a week for breakfast,
Mhm.
but he wants the $30 continental breakfast he has at the Bellagio, but
Right.
he wants it for $18 for me.
Right.
But I have to be able to figure that out. But I
Right.
can't use shitty product, which we don't want to use anyways because I eat everywhere we own. Right?
Mhm, mhm.
Right.
But you also can't have a negative cost of goods because then you're upside down in business, right?
Right.
So that is a struggle off the strip.
Yeah.
On the strip, not so much of a struggle, but profit margin is very important. But these people can go anywhere, right? Like you can go to any hotel on the strip and be offered something similar. So we need to put a little spice on it. And what we do with that is it's the service, it's the glassware. Glassware is very important to me. It may sound
Yeah,
foolish,
I mean, look at
glassware is very important.
this is
Yeah.
a beautiful.
You're going to
beautiful
spend
classic
$20,
looking glass.
$25 on a glass. You want to feel it.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
And also we want something that has organic markability, right? You want to take a picture of your drink, you want to post it, and then I want other people to come here and see it. So,
Yeah.
It's very similar but different. But just because you're on the strip doesn't mean you can charge somebody $30 for a cocktail.
Right.
They'll get
Right.
pissed off to the moon, and they'll never come back.
Right.
So we try to stay in line or a little below everybody else.
But you could get away with something like this, an experiential drink,
Yes.
an experiential based cocktail. You could charge that few dollars more because you see the love and care and the labor and all of that, and you
Yeah.
can't sell as many drinks per hour if you're really doting over every single drink.
Fair
And I
enough.
think customers understand that as part of the
I
value
think they
equation.
appreciate that.
If
too,
they're but if you're paying that price for a vodka soda,
Different.
that's different.
Yes.
That's what I'm.
And we
trying
can
to
do
say.
more fun stuff on the strip that we can't do off the strip, like we have a cart experience,
Right.
Right, where it comes around and you can pick your cocktail from these other things, and they make it right in front of you.
All right, guys, we're getting another drink's coming right up over
Hey, Ryan, I got a question for you.
here.
Ryan, with the locals,
So what is it?
do they almost feel like they have a pride and ownership in your establishments that are off the strip? That's their little haven. They can escape everything on the strip and they don't really tell anybody about it.
Some spaces, yes. Like we have a space called Moss Buffalo. It's a speakeasy. The front of it's a taquiera type space. Amazing food.
Yeah.
But the back is I created a dive bar. That's what we want, right?
I
And-
love
And we want people to share, but sometimes people don't want to share. Right?
Yeah.
So but yes, that happens a lot. Everybody wants their little watering hole, and
Yeah.
nobody bothers them.
Yeah.
And
Glenn, we're going to that speakeasy the next time we're both in Vegas.
Let me know, please.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. But right now, we've got to talk about this
Ooh.
right here. Look at this. Look how. Look
Guys,
at this.
July.
Yeah. What a great little presentation that
Try
is.
to keep it
What's the animal?
Yeah.
Frenchy.
Plus, there's an. I don't think you can see it from this angle, but there's an R in the ice cube for Rosina, the lounge that we're at right now.
Love it.
Cheers, bro.
If I have a hangover, I'm judging you.
Yeah, you should. It's all my fault. Let me tell you, I'm not the first person to get blamed. It happens to me a lot.
That's
Yeah,
why you don't
Yeah, man, I've destroyed a lot of lives out there. But I stand by it's their fault. They did not have to follow me down to the bottoms.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, hell no. The reason why I need the naps is just to keep going. Especially in Vegas. I don't understand. Like, I know I'm getting older now, so I don't have the energy like I used to. But like, I don't understand how these kids do like the day clubs all day, then go vomit, and then go at night and they go party all night.
if you thought through the whole process, I'm sure you'd understand.
Oh,
Ryan, great answer. I love
yeah, no, I
moving
totally, yeah. Oh, cheers to that. Sorry, I only did that once when I was 29 years old. So
Yeah. Pinocchio.
Sometimes 1 + 1 is not 2. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, I'm much more of an herbalist in my life, so
Same. I'm
yeah,
it's about as much caffeinated product.
yeah. This is great. So what is this?
It's a Carajillo.
Yeah, this is beautiful.
So one of my favorite cocktails. I stick to, wine, a filthy martini, blanco tequila, or a Carajillo. That's it. That's my wheelhouse.
That's
Nice.
beautiful. Yeah,
Nice.
I will say all of these drinks so far have been top notch, absolutely yummy. The type of things that it just kind of goes down
They
easily.
do a great job.
Yeah. I mean, Suzanne.
Question for you. You've had 3 different cocktails. You've had 3 different glasses. How many different types of glasses are at this bar alone?
So, a great question.
And then I got a follow up.
If we have 16 specialty cocktails on the menu, we'll have 8 or so specialty glasses.
Wow.
On top of our regular glasses that we have for cocktails.
My follow up is how many different types of ice cubes do you have?
Here?
Yeah.
4? No.
Yeah, four. Yeah.
His math was wrong. He went here.
Yeah.
You see it every day.
You're doing the old Chuck Woolery. We'll be back in 2 and 2.
Yes.
Yeah, I love the different types of.
I'm gonna finish this one.
Oh yeah, I'd go for it. I mean, that's what we're here for. Right?
When you're not working and you're not doing market research, let's say, what do you do as a local, as a business owner, to unwind and just enjoy a day off occasionally when you might get them?
There's 2 things. I stay home and do absolutely nothing with my family and my dogs. I mean, 0. There's this thing that says nobody really understands the value of being in your home and talking to no one.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that
I
value.
think everyone knows I'm a black belt.
Second to that, I love going to big dinners or just dinners in general with friends and having some wine and some good food and just bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather go to a nice dinner, 6 hours, and have wine than really go anything entertainment wise. I'm not I'm not a concert guy. What am I going to sit alone? I'm a 42-year-old man. I don't really have the acapella.
That's too bad because this 55-year-old loves going to concerts and singing along.
But it's just not my thing. I went to a concert a couple weeks ago and it was amazing, and I fell asleep.
Who'd you sing?
Come on, I'm not going to do that.
All right. Well,
I'll tell you later.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, well, I fell asleep once during a like a Cirque du Soleil type performance.
I mean, isn't that what they're for?
Well, but the problem was you do need every once in a while you need a quick nap. Let me tell you. But it was one of those things where it wasn't really my fault because they had a special package that they gave me. I was alone, but it was like this romance package thing that they set me up with. So I sat in this beautiful chair that was really soft, champagne, and all that kind of stuff. And like the third or fourth acrobatic group, I was just like,
very talented. Just not for me.
The best part about it was when it ended, and they're like, "Sir."
Are you recommending when I have the option to do the Cirque du Soleil experience add-on in my July trip, I should find something a little bit more entertaining?
No, I think the Cirque du Soleil stuff is really cool, and I went back in the not Cirque du Soleil show that they had for Awakenings. Le Rev?
Yes.
Le Rev, I got to go backstage and see like the scuba divers and all that kind of stuff. That stuff, all of the technology, all of the talent is incredible at all that stuff. And again, that's like all of Las Vegas. Everybody's just taking it up a notch. So when you got into that job at Cosmopolitan, you got that opportunity, how quickly did you go, fuck? And then how quickly did you get it all figured out?
Glenn, look into the camera and do that, please.
Yeah.
You need to really look into the camera and do that again.
Oh, we do not.
the fuck was multi-tiered, right? Let's just say that. Because we made a deal thinking that you're a partner on the strip and you're going to make all this money.
Right, of course.
But it just doesn't work.
No.
Right? Like the work comes first.
Right.
And we made that a local lounge on the strip, which was great, right? For the hotel, for us, the whole night. But then, people expect you to, not pay for everything, but
Right.
expect like, hey, we're going to dinner. You got it.
Yeah,
We're
right,
on a
right,
trip, and I'm like, hey man, I'm fucking broke.
Yeah,
You
right.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but it was amazing. It was amazing for us because we got to do everything so quickly with the group of people that Andy surrounded us with.
Right.
That we got a crash course education like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
And I wouldn't trade it for anything.
But what's amazing to me is you knew so much going in,
But you don't know
Like,
under the current.
right?
Under
But
the
then you still get whacked.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
When you're building a space from the ground up, right? There's a lot of work with the hotel, right?
Yeah.
And design and this and that. And like, I'm a frugal guy, right? So like, they're like, we're gonna get this chair and it's X amount of money. I'm like, wait a minute, you sound fucking crazy. Like, we're gonna buy 8 of those? Like,
Right.
no, we're gonna buy. Like,
No.
It doesn't work like that though, right?
No,
Because
it doesn't. We built a hotel up in Northern California, and the designer came up with chairs for the restaurant, and they were all covered in velvet, and they were an astronomical price. And I said, no, there's no fucking way. We're
Yeah.
not doing
But then you bought.
that. Yeah, we're going to be steam cleaning them every week. No.
How about you just cut a check to get them clean? You can sell
Oh my
Glenn's
God.
to do-
Hey,
These guys
I
like
know.
just came.
You shaved. I grew facial hair. It's working out. Glenn, I know you would love to try and grow a beard. I'd probably just get some 13-year-old peach fuzz. I get it. But
all right, well, thank you for that that verbal vomit download that I haven't been able to follow. This is producer Dave.
What's up, Dave? Nice to meet you.
He's also a general manager of a big shot hotel in Newark, New Jersey, by the airport over there. And this is Ryan. He owns this bar, Rosina, and a lot of other places here in town.
that's
Dave.
awesome. Looks like a beautiful bar.
It
Thank
does. Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
be very, very happy to do some Vegas debauchery there and have you guys kick me out.
You just let us know.
Yeah. So after you did the Cosmopolitan thing, at what point did you get the confidence like this is good, and then you felt like you could start expanding this awesome company you built?
So 2019, I
Yeah.
signed my first lease off the strip.
Mhm.
That was the Mexican speakers I was telling you about.
Nice.
And we it was great. And we took a lot of what we learned and we just applied it there. And then did more on the strip with my partnership as well.
Yeah.
And then I opened a space in Summerlin by myself.
Wow.
And then I went to Dallas, which is a great city, but
Yeah.
poor experience for me.
Yeah.
I took an L.
Oh,
Everybody takes an L.
That's rough.
Yeah, but
It's also far
It's-
away, and you can't keep an eye on it as much.
it's like Groundhog's Day, right?
Yeah.
You're there and you got everything great, and then you leave for 2 days and you come back and you literally start all over. But
Dallas is a different kind of market, and every time I'm in that market, it's like I can't get out of here fast enough, but I know everything's messed up, and it's just
listen, there's a lot of amazing places in Dallas. There's also there's a lot of pockets of areas that want to be amazing, and then they're not.
I haven't found one of those yet.
The amazing spaces.
Oh, yeah, I've not seen amazing places.
Really?
I'm stuck going for conferences and
Well,
It's a great restaurant.
we know that
Yeah.
the Dallas Fort Worth Convention Bureau is not calling Glenn to do a show anytime
Hey,
soon.
listen. I'm sure they're great places. I know my friends at Garfield Public Private have got a great complex over there and stuff, but every time I'm there, I never have time to go
Yeah,
to restaurants.
fair
And the downtown just doesn't feel like a vibrant, exciting kind of.
So that's where I
place.
was. I was down in the downtown area.
Yeah,
And it was supposed to be a brand new development, and it wasn't. And I had great neighbors,
yeah,
and everybody was kind of in the same boat. And for us, it was just a short-lived experience.
yeah. All right, so let's talk about the positive. Well,
Yeah.
talk about what's the coolest project you've done so far here.
Man, every one of them is the coolest project until you do another one,
I love it.
right?
I love it. And then you look back at the early ones and you're like, oh, what the hell was I thinking? Right?
You've missed
So
some-
I'm gonna cut you guys off for a second because you're both killing me. See, this is a producer note, Ryan.
Oh, Jesus
You know,
Christ.
you guys are sitting right next to each other. Look at us. You guys are having a beautiful one-to-one conversation and completely ignoring your audience.
Yeah, we don't really care.
you guys could have came here.
Yeah, you got to jump in. It's not my fault you didn't come here. We're having a great time. We're drinking.
I didn't get an invite. My royalty checks from No Vacancy have cut off pretty recently.
You didn't get that. What? That 3-cent check is in the mail. I swear.
You got to talk to the camera. You're talking to the audience. You're not talking
No,
to each other.
Yeah, I'm not talking. I'm talking.
he's not talking to anybody.
Dave, you've missed a lot. You can't come in here. I'm 20 days into this trip. I'm falling apart right now. I'm doing all I can to keep it together.
And
We
we're
don't
still drinks in, so I don't know what you're thinking about, Dave.
I
Yeah,
didn't even hear what I didn't even hear what you said.
it doesn't, Dave.
There's 2 drinks in.
Oh, that's okay. You can still be a professional. You can still be a professional.
Oh, shit.
Just so we're clear, we have rules about.
I know. All right, we got another drink, Dave.
You know
We'll
what I
look at the
mean?
camera.
This is a classic.
Thank you. God, so, and all that time.
It's the Negroni.
I'm glad.
Paul, by the way.
Cheers. I'm glad I'm taking a nap after this.
See, we're learning.
There we go. And what is that drink, gentlemen?
It's a Negroni.
It's a Negroni.
It's a very good one.
The classic Negroni. It's absolutely delicious. I just really love. I know you can't see it, but we got the R ice cube again. It's beautiful. It's square. But it just looks so great the way you do. And not only that, but they're also extremely crystal clear, which is not easy to do.
Yeah,
do you make them here, or do you have to buy them
We
from
buy
somewhere?
these.
Yeah, right. That doesn't.
So what do they do, Ryan? Do they boil the water first and then freeze it? Is that how they get it clear?
Yeah, it's a whole process, and a lot of times, it's a whole process, and
That's why we buy them.
that's why they're bought.
Yeah.
To make them in house is mostly
You
impractical.
got to aerate and do all kinds of
You've
things.
got to
We
be
clean the
like
glasses.
right. Ryan and people like him are already insane. You need like next level,
Yeah.
crazy insane in order to start doing that.
I
Yeah,
can feel my Irish cheeks getting red. So it's
You were getting a little rosy.
yeah, it's all right.
yeah.
It's only 2:45 here, guys.
I know. Well, the good part is, like I said, when I do it on the East Coast, then I'm like screwed for the rest of the night. But on West Coast, I could go and chill out for a little
Slide
while
a little water in there.
before I go out tonight. Yeah, you gotta have your water.
Brian, being based in Newport Beach, and I do this show, I refer to it as day drinking with Glenn. So
I'm not mad at that.
Glenn,
So
you
what's your newest project that you worked on? The last one.
We actually just acquired a space, and PR's over there looking at me because I haven't told.
Are you
them.
allowed to talk about it?
I don't even know what they're. I don't even think she knows what I'm talking about.
She doesn't even know.
We acquired a space on the strip last week. We just it's a massive space, 26,000 square feet,
What?
right on Las Vegas Boulevard and Flamingo.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And it's an existing space. We have to bring it back to life and get things. And
is it-
you know why it's exciting? Because we get to work with great people and we get to build something and
Yeah.
we get to fix some problems.
All right. So let me ask you this then. Yeah, go ahead, Craig.
Brian, not to insult anybody, but I know when I worked with design teams and the designers that actually put a book together based on a conversation that I've had with them and my partners, typically they're the ones that get the gig because they understand it. Do you go through that same process? Do they bring you a design book before they even walk the stage?
So I do things a little differently. I design all of my venues.
Nice.
I'm like from like the floor plan to my venues off the strip, everything from the toilet paper holder to
Really?
the wallpaper. Yeah, and then what I do is I hire a procurement person, and they have the direction to go find ABC, high, medium, and low product, and get me samples, and then they pick and then they buy them. But for me, that's the most fun part, right?
That is the fun part. Now,
Not only get to do it. I'm sorry.
I'm going to
What
say Glenn and I can't draw stick people. So, I love to hear it when I'm talking to an owner that can draw these things out and do it on their own, just like when I'm talking to an architect or a designer and they reach for the napkin and they draw it out.
Okay, so just so we're clear, it is napkins.
I gotta run, so because I have to go do stuff too. But I want to drop in, say hello, Ryan. Great to meet you, Glenn. Maybe one day you'll make it back to New York. Maybe not. Who knows at this point? It's been about, like you said, 20 days since we've last seen you on the East Coast. So.
I return. Make my triumphant return tomorrow. So I heard they're closing the airport to prevent me coming back. So we'll see.
Bridges and tunnels, airports, all of the things. Just
So can't be too short.
It's a no Glenn zone over here.
David. Bye.
Bye, Dave. All right. So, are you doing that particular project? Do you have any? So, how do you then, if you do all the design, you look at this space? How do you begin to concept it? How do you figure out what's needed in the area, and then create something in that white space that people are going to flock to?
Yeah, so it's two-tiered, right?
Yeah.
Some spaces some designs are looking for a space, and some spaces are looking for a design. Is that making sense?
Yeah, totally.
So like with Mas Por Favor, it's in Spring Mountain. It's heavy Asian influence.
Yeah.
And we put a fucking taco shop.
Yeah.
Right. Well, because we wanted to do something different. Right.
Yeah.
There's no real bars in the area. And when we were doing it, the landlord was like, "You saw him? Are you all right?" I'm like, "Yeah, what do you mean am I all right?" She's like, "You're gonna put a fucking taco spot in the middle of Spring Mountain." So then I showed her the design, and she understood it, right? And it worked out wonderfully for us.
Yeah, but it's also something that the market didn't have.
Correct.
Right? Yeah.
Right. So it was different, and it was one of the first real speakeasies, not the first. I didn't say that. One of the first real speakeasies in the city, and it's still one of my favorite spaces. And our food is equally as delicious as the design is pretty, and the cocktails are amazing.
I love that.
How do you keep on top of the trends and stuff like that? And how do you know when one of your existing places needs to get a little bit more love to kind of change?
He goes to HD Expo, Glenn, in Vegas.
What's that?
He goes to HD Expo.
No. Real good question. Right? Like, how do you find out that something needs refreshing? Well, you'll see a decline in visits, and people are not shy to tell you online that your place sucks.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah.
So when people go on Yelp, and as opposed to talking to a manager, and people go on Google and they're like, "Hey man, your food's trash." Well, hey man, I had terrible service. You got to pay attention to it. So every weekly or bi-weekly meeting we have with operations, one of the touch points is we read every review. And every manager is responsible to responding to those reviews, because the guest tells you.
Yeah.
And sometimes the truth sucks, right? But and then you have to pay attention to the area. You know, if the area around you is not prospering, then it's not the venue. You can move the venue. Right. So you got to pay attention to a lot of different things.
What's the most interesting thing you learned about having venues in these casino resorts that you don't physically own?
That's a good one.
Yeah, thanks.
What have I learned? Right?
Yeah. Because it's such a different world. Because I would think, I don't know how the contracts are structured or anything like that, but I assume it's very different than opening up in a strip mall.
Yes and no, right? I've been extremely fortunate to work in hotels and casinos that we have amazing relationships with. You know, the people that develop these spaces. So it makes things a little bit easier. Processes are a little different, because there are, as opposed to me going to a procurement person saying, "I want to order this, buy it."
Right.
It goes through maybe 7 or 8 different people, which delays the process.
Yeah, and it also comes through their warehouse and allocated to you.
That's a little bit of a hurdle, but we understand, right?
Yeah,
That's
it is what it is.
Yeah. But outside that, generally they're like, "Hey man, we hired you to do a job, do the job. And if you're not doing the job the way we want you to, we'll be happy to let you know as well." Right. So it's just the process is a little different.
I like that. I mean, at least everyone communicates, right?
But it also helps because you have guys, beverage managers, senior vice presidents of food and beverage, or whatever it may be, that see the spaces. And, if they see something that doesn't hold to the hotel standard, they'll let you know. And it makes you step your game.
Yeah.
Ryan, what's it like working with the hotel? Do they give you certain hours when you can have construction?
Yes, of course.
And you have to work those hours. There's no silent work beyond whatever that is.
I mean, usual hotels. You know what I mean? Listen, there's always ways around certain things, right? As long as you're not disrupting the guests.
Hey, if you're not cutting tile, you're not making sounds if you're laying it.
You know what I mean? So, listen, they want you to work within the parameters where there's the least guest interruption.
Right.
But always,
What hours are those typically?
I would say 2 a.m. to 9, 10 o'clock on the casino floor.
Yeah, right. Well, you don't need that at 3 in the afternoon. That would ruin the experience.
Look at
Yeah.
They don't want to hear it.
No.
Which delays things too sometimes, because somebody says, "I'll get it done in a 6-hour window," and then they don't.
Right.
Yeah.
So those are things you got to pay attention to.
Interesting. Anything else you want to ask him before we start to head to our shameless plugs and stuff like that?
I can't wait to come to Vegas, Ryan, to shake your hand and meet you and try a couple of your establishments. I love what you're doing. I think you put equal importance on the resident as you have tourists coming in and serving both markets exceedingly well. And I can't wait to see that 24,000 square foot space as well.
26,000. Get it straight.
He's got a memory.
See, Glenn does listen to everybody but me. Oh no, he did listen.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate that, and let us know when you're in town.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right, Suzanne, let's hit that button.
Oh, we really want that button?
Hey, that's right. It's your favorite part of the show, the time where we shamelessly plug everything that we're up to. Of course, we're going to start with Ryan. Why don't you just, what's the name of the company? What are some of your top venues? And how do we go?
8182 Group. We have 3 venues: Venetian Palazzo, Rosina, which is where we are now, Electra across the way in Juliet. We have Moss Favor on Spring Mountain, La Nutta in Summerlin, and Early Birds on Decatur and Blue Dog.
Awesome. What's your where, you can't say exactly where that.
We'll just hold off on that.
Yeah, I know, it's all good. It's all good. We'll have them back next time. Next time when you open it.
There we go.
Let's do something from the opening. Yeah.
Right from the week
live from the.
Oh no way.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I know. I'm sorry. The things are coming into focus for me here right now, but for the purpose of this show, I'll remain fuzzy. Suzanne, what do you got going on?
So I am super excited. My partner's been Bank of America, and we are launching on Monday the mega event workforce pathway certification at FIU. So if you are a person or you know of an individual that wants to ramp up and be able to work with any mega events like FIFA is coming around in June or other ones, I've got you covered. It's an online 5-hour program for a limited time. I've got free access to that program with the Scholarship of America. So
wow. She's a professor at FIU.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
And then I will come and see you, Ryan, in July when I'm out there with the rest of my professor friends.
You just let us know, please.
Yeah, she's going to be attending the ICRE event. That's a big event where all the hospitality industry professors get together.
Oh, yeah, we'd love to have you.
Yeah.
Please. We'll host like a happy hour.
There we go.
What are you up to, Krugers?
Hey, you know what? Doctor, producer, and director Suzanne and I just wrapped season 11. We had Alex Dees on our last episode for that season. Most viewed season yet. We got a couple more awards from the International Hospitality Institute, and we've gone into pre-production for season 12. But Glenn, Suzanne, and I will all be at the Southern Lodging Summit. More to follow on that. I'm going to be moderating the Hospitality AI Panel 2.0, and we're going to take it in a different direction. So we've got an insurance carrier. We've got doctor, producer, director Suzanne talking about the education component, and we'll be going more into the deal side of things with that. Ooh. So we're definitely looking forward to that. And then also I want to send out apologies to Derek K. Gibbons. We're sorry we couldn't have you on the show today, but we'll get you rebooked soon.
That's an inside joke. Trust me, it was funny.
Everybody's giggling. So
Yeah. Just yeah. All right. So I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I just did this 3-week jaunt. Let's see. I'll be in my backyard on Memorial Day weekend making dino ribs. Then after that, I'll be at IHIF NYU. Come see me at High Tech in July. I'm hoping to not have any jobs. In August, I'll be doing the keynote speech for Southern Lodging Summit. I'll be appearing on stage with hopefully not politicians at Lending Con because I do not want to tell them how I feel about them. Come see me do a keynote at Hospitality America. And I think that's what I'm up to right now. So,
but our producer has a correction for you.
Uh-oh.
No, that I would be with you with High Tech. You made it sound like you were going to be by yourself.
I will be. Suzanne will be telling me what to do at High Tech. Yeah. Also, I'm opening up the Creators Summit at High Tech this year, and for some reason, they're going to have me talk about being the OG podcaster and hospitality and stuff like that. So that should be a whole lot of fun.
Because you are the podfather of hospitality and the voice of hospitality.
Yeah, well, thanks for.
I'm gonna love pictures.
Well, thanks for reminding me how old I am. No vacancy celebrating 10 years as we speak. Thanks so much for watching for Friday Night Audit, guys. And we'll see you all next week. Right back here. Hasta luego, everybody.
Don't talk over the credits. Glenn gets mad.
Craig, you promised.